Welcome to my studio. I'm so happy you're here. I've been painting in this studio for close to 2 years now, and it truly is my happy place, so I can't wait to share it with you. This is my desk area. This is probably where I spend most of my time. These two desks are both from Ikea. They can actually tilt. I haven't used that function very much, but if you love to draw, it might be really useful. Underneath, I have one of those carts that every artist has. Mine is actually very empty. I love to drag it around my studio and add items when I need them and empty it after I'm done. I really love being organized, and clutter kind of stresses me out, so I try and keep things as empty and organized as I can. In the bottom there, I have a heat gun and some sources, and that's about it. In the corner there, I have a blanket and a sweater because I get cold easily, and on the other corner I have my drop cloth, which I use every time I paint so I don't spill paint everywhere. I love that there's so much storage space underneath this desk. Usually, obviously, you wouldn't have that, so I'm very happy with these. I keep some extra sketchbooks and things that I would like to keep handy right there underneath my desk. And then I have a little dog bed in the corner right next to my easel because my dogs love to keep me company while I paint. Unfortunately, my studio has no natural light, so I have some artificial plants on my desk. I try to keep my space really organized and free of clutter. On my desk, I have this little cabinet that holds some essentials, such as these little hanging devices for my paintings, as well as things like pencils and staplers and all of those things. I actually just put some wire on the back of my paintings so I could hang some of them, and I really love the result. It's been so fun having a little gallery wall of my work on my wall. Even though some of these aren't done yet, I am very proud of the result. Next to my desk, I have two big easels. I love having big easels, and I love having multiple easels because I have been working on multiple pieces at once. I have a tendency to work in oils, which dry really slowly, and it's been really helpful to have so much space to put my paintings, even temporarily, while they dry. On the other side of my studio, I have a really big closet which holds most of my art supplies. Anything from acrylic paint to oil paint to different mediums to some of my sketches and drawings to electronics even. I keep everything right here. Here I keep most of my oil paint mediums such as Galkid, linseed oil. I keep my solvent here. I've collected so many oil painting supplies over the past few years. Oil paint truly is my absolute favorite medium, and so I have a lot of supplies. I keep my whole collection of oil paints in these beautiful storage racks. This is the number one thing I get questions about when people see my studio. I believe these are called mezzo storage racks, and I got them from Jerry's Artorama. They're wonderful. I've had them for years, and they have been absolutely perfect. Here I keep my acrylics and some other helpful supplies. This is, I believe it's called a tube wringer. It's really helpful to get the last drops out of your paint tubes. And then I also have a little device that helps me open paint tubes because getting the tops off can be really difficult sometimes. I also keep some wedges here to help make nice shapes on my paintings with different mediums. On the bottom row, I have more supplies that I use less often. Some of these I've put in boxes. Some are out, like my sketchbooks. They're in this nice stand from Ikea. In the corner, I keep some of my favorite art books, and in the back, I have my palettes. I believe these are called New Wave palettes. They're glass, they're really easy to clean, and I'm very happy with them. In the corner next to my big closet, I have another little drying station. Believe it or not, this is actually a pizza rack. It works really well for smaller paintings. Just make sure that you put something underneath your paintings for stability and so they can lay flat, but yeah, it's actually really wonderful. This corner of my studio has actually become a little crowded. It's where I keep some supplies that I use very often. I keep all of my big brushes here too, and my smaller ones as well. It is a really useful area. I have these pegboards, I have my jars, my water and rubbing alcohol to clean my palette. Everything's really easily accessible, which I love. These carts are probably my favorite piece of furniture that I have in my studio. They have wheels so I can move them around, which has been really useful. I actually put my palette on here so I can paint. Right next to it we have an area for the dogs. My husband and I share this space, and when he has clients we have to put the dogs up, so this is where they go. This storage unit was so expensive, but I am very grateful to have it in my studio. I just looked it up and this is called the Creative Mark Space Rover. I'll make sure to link it below. And it has lots of space both for paintings that I've already painted on as well as new canvases. I'm honestly so proud of the space that I've created here. It truly is my happy place. Everything is so easily accessible here and easy to set up. I remember when I used to paint in the corner of our living room, and setting up was really difficult. It took a lot longer than it does now because everything was put away in different areas of the house because we didn't really have the space for it. So I am just so grateful that I get to have this beautiful studio space and paint here as much as I want. I truly could not be more grateful. I realize it's a really big privilege to have a space like this, and yeah, I don't have words. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed seeing my studio. I've been here for about 2 years now, and I absolutely love creating in this space. I feel like I've set it up in a way that really works for me, and I hope that maybe it gave you a little bit of inspiration, or maybe you just enjoy watching studio tours like I do. Either way, I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope to see you sometime soon.